Welcome back to the Square Circle's greatest matches. As you see right there, the bomb has been dropped. That man right there in the corner, Lou Andrews, will have to wrestle Bruiser Bryan in a luck of the draw match for Wrestling Terror 93. Right now, earlier you saw that little punk right there, Jim Pope, get fired right with a big clothesline to the back of the head by Jesse Barr. Now Lou Andrews is going to finish him off. You're probably asking yourself, what is the luck of the draw match? Well, very simple. I'm the Lone Wolf, Brian Michael, and 10 minutes before the main event time at Wrestling Terror, the live broadcast, I will go down to the dungeon of the Interstate Pavilion where we are right now, and I will pick one card of 12 out of a cauldron. On each of those 12 cards, there are one type of match, like cage match, barbed wire match, I Quit match, first blood match, and many more. We'll have the complete list in the Wrestling Terror report. But I'll pick that card, and that's the card that Lou Andrews and Bruiser Bryan will have to wrestle. Talk about action and suspense at Wrestling Terror, it'll be all there. Right now, in the ring, Jim Pope just got the clock cleaned out of him by Lou Andrews, and that punk Karl Pope is at the ring. These idiots have been covering each other, making sure that the pack hasn't been jumping him, but Lou Andrews has a hand problem this week. He's got a hand injury, I've noticed. And a lockup by Lou Andrews and Jim Pope right now. Jim Pope looks to get the better of it because he's got the arm bar firmly applied into Lou Andrews' arm. Plus, there's a big tag match at Wrestling Terror. I'll give you a little bit more information about that. There will be a TV title match and a mystery match, plus 3 other matches, and there will be a wrestler from the WWF. A return of a wrestler from the WWF will make an appearance at Wrestling Terror. Ooh, big clothesline sends Lou Andrews to the mat. I didn't know that little punk Jim Pope had so much power in him, but he goes right back to that arm bar. And what a cheap skank this guy is. He's going right for the injury. Talk about playing fair. I guess in wrestling anything goes. He's trying to flip that his leg over there so he can toss him back over there for a Japanese style arm bar right there, and he's got it firmly applied. Sean Barr checking out the move, just make sure there's no illegal hold in it. Lou Andrews trying to get to the ropes. Now remember, when you get to the ropes in the Pacific Northwest, if you have any kind of a hold or you're in a pinning predicament, you can get out of that by grabbing the ropes, as what Lou Andrews is trying to do right now. I can't wait for October 28th, 1993, 11 p.m., Channel 21. It'll be Wrestling Terror 1993. It'll be something else, folks. 2 hours of non-stop wrestling. Terror will rule the ring. As you can see, Karl Pope right there. I wouldn't be surprised if that punk interfered in this match. But, you know, he thinks that his brother, just because he knows that amateur crap, they went to college and all that stuff, they can out-wrestle any of the Pacific Northwest wrestlers. Let me tell you, the wrestling in the Pacific Northwest is the hardest as it comes anywhere in the world of wrestling. The wrestling hotline is area code 503-289-4222. This is a free call. You can check out all the new action every week at the Interstate Pavilion. There's a recorded message. You can find out the main event, the semi-main event, and all the matches on the undercard when you call the wrestling hotline. Free call. You don't want to miss it. Arm bar applied on to Lou Andrews in the middle of the ring. You can see the pain expression on Lou Andrews' face right there. Just digging right into that arm, Jim Pope. Plus that big bounty match coming at the end of this program. We've got that bounty match, and it's between Jesse Barr and Bruiser Bryan. And let me tell you, I wouldn't be surprised if the Pack comes and jumps Bryan at the end of this match just to get him softened up for Wrestling Terror 93. Plus the Terror 93 Control Center will have a news report on the Wrestling Terror and a special music video. So you're going to want to check out all that action. Many more action to come today. Ooh, Lou Andrews fires a big knee into Jim Pope, fires him off the ropes and just throws him right out of the ring like a rag doll. Boy, Lou Andrews. Jim Pope fell pretty hard on that shoulder of his right there. Lou Andrews in the ring recuperating, and Sean Barr just counting out Jim Pope. You know, I've always said it. I hated these Pope brothers. I never really liked these guys. I always thought they're maybe I shouldn't say it on the air, but Lou Andrews coming into the attack and just smashing that boot right into the gut and just digging harder and harder into the throat of Jim Pope with those cowboy boots. Oh boy, right into the arm. Lou Andrews knows how to take advantage of an injury. Digging farther and farther into the throat of Lou Andrews until Sean Barr makes him stop the hold. Kicking right on Jim Pope. I should say Jim Pope, not Lou Andrews. Jim Pope, the recipient of an ear burner move. Lou Andrews got all that hair in his face, boy. Sean Barr, I don't like this guy either. You can see me, I just tell what, that's what I like about this TV station. You could say what you want when you want, and plus I'm after 10 o'clock, so nobody said this was a family show. Big kicks to the back, and boy, was that brutal. Just a big kick to the back. A reckless abandon this week by Lou Andrews. Just doesn't care who he hurts. Doesn't care if he hurts somebody. Good crowd on tonight. I really like this crowd. One of the best crowds I've seen here. Probably one of the loudest. Lou Andrews heckling some of the fans out there, and Jim Pope just crawling on the ring. Just crawling around the ring and just fires big knees right into the side of the head. And you could see Nick Danger and Don Cox doing the radio program. Of course, I am the Lone Wolf, Brian Michael, here, broadcasting you from the tower at the Interstate Pavilion. Lou Andrews got the side headlock firmly applied on to Jim Pope, digging harder and harder into it. Sean Barr taking a closer look at that. Of course, Sean Barr is the brother of Jesse Barr, and it's been, you can see in the future, Sean Barr has been biased to Jesse Barr. We'll see what happens in the bounty match. But big elbows firing into Lou Andrews' gut. Lou Andrews comes back and just kicks him right in his gut, and sends Jim Pope firing right down to the ring. Picking up Jim Pope, was going to do maybe a big pile driver on hand right now. Picks him up. No, not a pile driver. Maybe a backbreaker. No, turns into an airplane spin. Just throws him down like a rag doll. Lou Andrews having no problem with Jim Pope this week. Even with that injured hand, no problem. Look at that. Just raking the face of Jim Pope. Reckless abandon. Lou Andrews. Lou the big dog Andrews this week. Come on, ref, break the hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then break the hold. The referee, Sean Barr, a little bit biased this week, and he just goes right back into that rake in the face. Look at that, folks. Nobody said this was a family program. I've said that many times before. And you can call the TV station and write me letters and say what you want, but this is the Pacific Northwest, and wrestling is always more violent, and wrestling is more hard-hitting than it is anywhere in the world of professional wrestling. Always is a little bit more harder right here in the Interstate Pavilion. Whoa! I hope the guy Lou Andrews had his hardware on for that one, because Jim Pope just fired his knees right into the family jewels for that one. Lou Andrews goes in for a shot, but gets a shot from Jim Pope. Lou Andrews trying to go back for another one, but fires a big kick in. Jim Pope does. Jim Pope follows up with a big drop kick, sends Lou Andrews down to the canvas. Lou Andrews coming back. Jim Pope getting the momentum, and arm drags him to the ground. Falls up with a big arm drag for that one. And maybe, it's a big body slam. Big body slam. Lateral press here. Only gets a 2 count. I've been waiting the arrival of Big Ben here for the broadcast with me for weeks now, but he hasn't been back. I don't know where Big Ben's doing. He's out in Hawaii with those hula dancers. You know, Big Ben, he's always out there with those kanikis wahinis, that's what they're called. He's out there dancing away, doing the hooky-low with them, but he'll be back one of these weeks, I hope. Lou Andrews just manhandling Jim Pope like a rag doll here. Fires Pope into the corner. Lou Andrews going to fall with a big splash, but nails his knee right into that turnbuckle. Let me tell you, that turnbuckle is nothing but a big solid steel ball under that pad right there. And it looks like Jim Pope's going to go for a figure 4 here. Yes, he does. But the thing that this idiot doesn't realize is that he's right by the ropes. Now, if he wanted to execute a move by Ric Flair, he's got to get him in the middle of the ring, folks. I've wrestled before, and let me tell you, when a wrestler gets to the ropes these days, you got to break the hold. And knowing how painful this hold is, Jim Pope's an idiot for doing it. But what Lou Andrews has got to do right now is get to the ropes to break the hold. He doesn't want a broken leg before Wrestling Terror, but you can see that little punk Karl Pope, and it's Jesse Barr. Jesse Barr and Karl Pope to the outside, right by the ringside gym area. Ooh, big shot by Karl Pope. All the officials running out to the ringside gym area to get him, but in the ring still, it is Lou Andrews in pain with that finger firmly applied in his Dane Rush. Dane Rush in street clothes right there. Dane Rush back into his street clothes. He's got a wrench in his hand, it looks like. Or he just did. Yes, he gave, I believe he gave Lou Andrews a wrench. But Jim Pope knows it, and you can see that Karl Pope has something in his hands right there. I don't know what this is going to end up as, maybe a count out. Yes, I believe it is. It is a count out, folks. And we'll be back with the bounty match and the Wrestling Terror news right after this.